Hello, and welcome to Hello, Charlotte. I know absolutely nothing about this game. The only reason I decided to play it was because the third episode was on sale on Steam's summer sale, and one of the first review comments was, "This is like an indie game equivalent to End of Evangelion." If you want me to get interested in something and at least take a look at it, mention Evangelion. And here we are. And so I'm going to check it out. Apparently it's a little bit of a head trip, but we're going to see how things go. Let's go. My world met its end a long time ago. The humanity as I knew it has ceased to exist and disappeared without a single trace. The gods they believed in have died, and churches were built as their graves. The chaos turned into order, and it finally became quiet. All I can do is dream, for I am so tired. Before I abandon the words that form noise in my head, will you be so kind as to join me in dream seeing? Hello, Charlotte, Episode 1. Junk food, gods, and teddy bears. Hello, Charlotte. It's nice to meet you. Please take care of me. This is my room. It's rather minimalistic. Or what a lackluster design. Minimalistic. Quite modern, don't you think? Let's go to the dining room. I'm hungry. Oh, I'm really motor. Hello. Okay. I don't want to sleep yet. What's Band-Aids, scalpels, notes, tea bags. Everything is such a mess. You think? What's that? User log might be useful. Look out for Puppeteer symbols. Only the users with X in their names have access to all doors. What? Current user has restricted access to the data OmniCube. Please input your query. Screens? The screens store user data and monitor user activity. Absolute rule, screens must not be turned off. Current user, Charlotte, is expected to follow the absolute rules implicitly. We are not responsible for bodily injury, including dismemberment, mental disturbances, or other harm to the user's well-being caused by infringement of the rules listed above. Okay. OmniCubes? Short for omnipotent cubes, are multitask devices that allow the transportation, duplication, creation, or disintegration of organic matter and the storage of data. Please do not put liquid soap inside OmniCubes, as it might cause unforeseen consequences to happen. I'm so putting liquid soap in one of these things. Tenants? Current user who has yet to complete the educational program. Okay. Who's Aiden? Ground floor's butler. Hobbies include sewing and taxidermy. Okay. Who's Huxley? A surgeon who owns an interdimensional clinic on the second floor. User note, once ordered 30 boxes of duct tape for unknown purposes. Occupation and real name unknown. User note, Bennett is the name on the badge of his hazmat suit. What the To the teleport? Okay. Well, what if can I just go the old-fashioned way? What's this? Dear Charlotte, I'll be home late. Call 0800 to order food from Charlie's mom. This note is 8 months old. My parents work on holidays. Okay. Tableware. User log, the house. Basement, dissection room, tailoring room, test rooms. Ground floor living rooms. What the heck? Puppet manual. The puppet control menu has 4 options. Stuff, tasks, rewind points, exit. Junk is stuff we throw away. Stuff is junk we keep. Tasks are daily life quests. Rewind points contain saved data of previous events. Should be used. NB should be used only if the puppet dies or if the puppeteer must leave the control console. Exit should not be an option for a responsible puppeteer. Oh, okay. The last time I tried to cook something, the world was almost destroyed by the food monster. I wish Bennett didn't put his chemicals on the shelves along with the sugar and the salt. Soap I told ya! All 99 channels show commercials 24/7. Next on Panopticon TV. Synth meal commercial. Don't miss it. Switch the channel? Sure. You and only you can stop the world crisis. Help stop overproduction by buying things now. It's so noisy. That's enough TV for today. It wasn't locked yesterday. Anarchist cookbook. Now with more recipes. Kaboom! Advanced chemistry for explosive enthusiasts. Science Fiction Almanac, 24th edition. These are Bennett's shelves. They just scream danger and geek. Sewing for everyone. Dressmaking made easy. Fancy folds. Art of napkin folding. Okay. Literature in an alien language. I can't read the titles. The Nerd Lord, My Fair Salaryman, Astronaut Commando. This is Mother's shelf. She loves romance. Note obtained. How to disguise yourself as a human. The Golden Apples of the Sun, Physics of the Impossible, One Hit Man. My Humble Bookshelf. Hey, it's Charlie's Organic Junk Foods. Please place your order. Eco-friendly chicken nuggets and an insta-diabetes soda, please. Okay, well, where do I go to answer the door? What? I don't know. Please? Ill-mannered child. What the heck? Oh, wait. Hold on. This notebook contains all the world's secrets. The magic word is please. I did. But I said please. Oh, because I capitalized the whole thing, maybe? Oh, that way. Oh, well, I said that the first time. Oh, well, okay. Okay. Okay, so then... What a mockery of real food. Is it all they can offer these days? Should try wallpapers, dear child. They're especially rich in iron. What the heck? Don't listen to him. Soap is much better in nutrition. I tried soap. Aliens don't really have a concept of personal space, do they? By the way, Mr. Aiden, the door to the ground floor corridor doesn't open. It's closed for minor construction works, nothing to worry about. If you come out at night, you might find something interesting there. Aiden pinches Bennett. Wow! Stop giving the child weird ideas. Don't listen to him, dear girl. If you want to join in, I'll be watching SoapNet in the TV room. Soap operas just call for soap milkshakes. Bennett leaves. I almost forgot. Come to the dissection room later. I have a favor to ask of you. Okay. Weird. Yeah, I was going to say, maybe I should save, because... Must be somewhere in my room. Huh. I'm curious. What is the Book of Truth? The Puppeteers. This dude. Known types. Seth type, Lilith type. Live in true realm. Purpose, control, and direct. Assigned to humans only, probably. Can rewind time when the puppet dies. The Observers. World government members wear animal skull masks, known representatives Umbrella Man. The puppets, also known as humans, live in false realm. Purpose, to err. Known representatives, me, mom, dad. Classmates, not so sure. The aliens. Pretend to be human to cause less ruckus, live in false realm, known representatives Huxley, Bennett, Aiden, politicians. Okay. So... Oh, maybe I have to... Oh, for goodness sakes. If you are free to make that statement, then it is correct. You may pass. Open me. Let's save before we do stupid things. Suddenly, everything collapses into a singularity. Sudden end. Destroyed the world in less than a second. Well then. Sewing tools. Sewing tools. Fabric. Fabric. Oh, okay. Hello. Hello, dear girl. There's a dress I want you to try on if you don't mind. I'd love to. I put on the dress the tailor made. It's totally rad. It's called White Spotted Jellyfish Dress. It still needs a few finishing touches. I'll give it to you when it's ready. Okay. This dress is prettier than the one next to it. Ada loves order. Even his mannequins are in place. Do-it-yourself heart massage. Everything you wanted to know about string theory but feared to ask. The selfish gene, bad science, the man who mistook his wife for a hat. Finally, some books I've read. Oh my god. Craving paper. Embrace your inner Pika. The Almanac of Official History. Failed retinal scan. What to do if your daughter brings home uranium. The Umbrella Man. He appeared out of nowhere when I was a child. Whether I was in kindergarten or in the library with Mum or alone in my room, he was always there, watching me with his yellow eyes from the darkest corner of the room, not uttering a single word. When I tried to tell Mother about him, he lifted a finger to his lips, as if not wanting me to speak, so I didn't. In my Book of Truth, I called him the Observer. As soon as I defined him, the man spoke for the first time. Oh, that name is not bad, I must say, he remarked. However, wouldn't anyone who watches over you become an observer? I had to agree. Then, I'll call you the Umbrella Man. Slightly taken aback, the man coughed. Although I would have preferred a more euphonic name, let it stay this way. Since then, I gave every new person I met in the house a distinctive name. When Mum asked who I was talking to, I didn't tell her about the Umbrella Man. Instead, I told a lie. On the day of my 10th birthday, the doorbell rang in the middle of the night. A masked man wearing a top hat and a black suit was standing behind the door. "Hello, little Charlotte," he said with the smile of a man who offers children candies. "Mother told me not to talk to strangers," I answered in a determined voice. He let out a sigh. "I am no stranger to you. Human memory is so ephemeral, isn't it? Even if I do know you, you must be a bad guy," I insisted. "Me? Bad? Why so?" I had to come up with something. "That's because all villains wear top hats." "Oh, is that so? What a silly prejudice," the man commented with a small laugh. "Don't let this appearance fool you." With those words, he took off the mask. As I thought, the man was none other than the Umbrella Man himself. "Although I'd love to have a chat with you on your significant day of the year, I came for another reason." I tilted my head, curious. "Listen closely, little one. I came to inform you that a puppeteer has been assigned to you since you've reached the age of 10. "Who's that?" "They are a representative of the True Realm, designed specifically to watch over your troublesome species. The one assigned to you is a Seth-type puppeteer. As for their purpose, they are here to guide you, the puppets, throughout your short lives." "Why would they do that?" "You see, little one, free will is fiction." I chewed on my words, trying to come up with a smart reply. This choice of words must have been too difficult for a child. Let me put it another way. Meet your new friend, who will watch over you. Their name is Seth. Don't bully them too much, okay? Soap Bible. So your son is an alien. How to raise your IQ by watching soap operas. I'm not sure about the usefulness of the second book. The Complete Guide to Conquering the Universe, 425th Fail-Proof Edition. Cannibal Man, set free. Human Encyclopedia, the Complete Edition. Clinical Surgery for Dummies, 1,000 Human Diseases to Die From. Huh. Huxley is busy dissecting a corpse. Presumably it was human ones. Hello, little Charlotte. About the little talk we had earlier, can you do me the favor of looking after my lovely nephew for a couple of days? I've been so busy working on the cure for eye plague that I can't keep an eye on him at all. For all I know now, he could be collecting rare specimens in broad daylight right now. He's too passionate for his own good. Aren't you too passionate for your own good yourself? The main reason why I'm worried about him, however, is that he has no sense of direction, you see. He may have a bad attitude, but don't let that get to you. Okay, I'll help. Felix, come here. Ugh, I don't need anyone to look after me, Uncle Huxley. Right. Now go play with your new big sister. Uncle has science to do. There he goes again. It's nice to meet you, Felix. I'm Charlotte. Hi. If you want to make it through the day, don't you dare invade my personal space. I can almost feel his glare burning into my skin. This is going to be a long day. New locations in the dissection room are available. Kill time. So this is where Bennett's crew works. Stuff usually blows up in here, so it has restricted access. Hello, Florence, what's up? We've discovered that adding dark matter to the dough improves the taste of a chocolate cake by 15%. Don't tell anyone. Good one. Lecter. This guy has Archibald written on his suit lapel. His name appears to be Baldwin. Tongue terror? No, put it back. Shh, they're watching. I've always considered a possibility of being watched. It's pretty plausible if we take into account all the conspiracy theories. Oh, God! What's this squishy? Specimen for research in an organ supply. Look, but do not touch. What the hell? What if I do touch? Nothing happens. What? Open the door and die, survive and get a prize. Want to check? I mean, I will. I'll save. I mean, I've already ended the universe once. Door 1, nothing happens. Door 2 opens. Bank batted Darwin Award. Where else can I go? The ladder leads to the first floor. Okay, so what's the problem? You can find, I'll open it. What? Yep. Found something nice. Take it? Yeah, why not? Helix Nebula ownership? The Empress of the Helix Nebula. How does that sound? Utterly cheesy. Store's locked. Just kill time. Just wander around. Talk to people. Do stuff. Are you dead or something? Since 10 specials, they finally confess their undying love to each other. Underneath my protection suit, I'm dying from complicated feelings. Let's leave him until he's ready to return to the harsh reality, shall we? Okay. Still locked. He can't open that one, I guess. I do not require sleep. I'll grab a bottle of soap and measure your brainwaves while you sleep, stupid human. Sounds like a plan. I suppose I don't have to accompany you to the bathroom. No way in hell. Go to sleep already. Good night. Something slimy crawls into the room? Magcat, you've scared my puppeteer here a little. One day my cat turned into a maggot. Oh, or was he a maggot all along that turned into a cat? The magcat states as it makes itself comfortable on my bed. Good night, good cat. Charlotte pets the magcat. It purrs. Get lost in the house? Consider taking pepper spray. A flamethrower would be more effective, don't you think? Did I take a flamethrower? Okay, this is open now. What? The cover glass is missing. Go in? Maybe in a moment? Sure. I don't know. What is this place? I don't remember a house having a direct passage to a princess castle. It's too dark to see anything. You will find what you need upstairs. Okay, good. The ultimate guide to skinning and gutting Homo sapiens cooking with a passion. Why there are toy bears everywhere. Human taxidermy, going wild, hunting human rights, and contested meaning of nature. What the heck? It's raining, it's pouring, the old bear is growling. Pull it? Nah, whatever. Okay. What does this sign say? Little Teddy wants to play. Oh. Oh! Oops. Let's just go upstairs, see what there is to see. Oh, there's only one door. Okay. Well, that makes it pretty easy. Sure. Shot to death? What? Okay. So what? I don't hear the sounds anymore. Like, whatever, man. Maybe. Let's save so we don't have to do that crap again. Cabbages and tomatoes. Some pots. The door's closed. Okay, well, the heck? Did I not look in there the first time? I mean, maybe I didn't, but... okay, now what? Is that Aiden? Or is that someone else? Oh, the little girl's eyes well up with tears at the sight of Charlotte. Can I help you somehow? Are you lost? Aren't you lost yourself, big sister? That hurt. Leave. Freya doesn't talk to strangers. Okay. The Bear Factory. These are rabbit toys. Don't. What's in here? Okay, so maybe I have to bring one of the rabbits over here. I thought maybe that would, but I guess not. Girl's eyes line up at the sight of the rabbit toy. Here you go. Your eyes look like egg whites. I'll take that as a compliment, I guess. Looking for a little boy. He must have lost his way in this place too. Have you seen him by any chance? No, there's no one but Freya. You must be very lonely. Freya's fine on her own anyway. Get lost already if you're not going to stay. Heard an unlocking sound. Okay. Alright. Let's just save it, because God only knows what's about to happen. The cat room. Don't look in the mirror. Take a break. The bear room. The bearer of the ring shall pass. These aren't alive, are they? The bearer of the key shall pass. Find a key. The door is closed. Okay. Can't we use something? Okay. Oh, don't look in the mirror, it said. Okay, what's the cat's? Kitty? Don't drink from the right cup. What are you going to say? Don't drink from the left cup? Enter the right fireplace. Cats do not tell lies. Left cup. Oh, okay, I get it. I'm stupid. Because his left and their right is the same one. Although it... This says enter the right fireplace. Sure. I mean, let's look in the mirror. What's it gonna hurt? This feels photoshopped. Huh. So I guess I drank the wrong cup before. Okay. Okay, what's going on here? Once upon a time there lived the three bears, a little small wee bear, a mid-sized bear, and a great huge bear. Eat the porridge. Oh, jeez. She could have not been good, honest little gopher. She peeped in a keyhole. Sit on the chair. No, she left through the window, but we're not in a fairy tale. Found a silver key. Okay, 3 beds. Huh. Okay, let's try not doing any of those things. Let's just grab the key. Curtains are heavy. Because she said in the story the girl went out the window, right? So like really that's what I probably need to do. Maybe I can't go out the window unless I read the books. Are there any other windows? What the? That's some weird, freaky noises going on there. Okay, so now let's try the window. Huh. Okay, cool. We got out. Groovy. So now... Oh, because the door was... Okay. Turn on the door. There we go. What? There's nothing in here, or is there? There you are, little burglar. Choose the room you will await your punishment in. What? So what are my options? Torture room? This day can't get any worse, right? Yeah, of course it will. Oh, so by torture room they didn't mean that I'd be tortured there. This room doesn't look any different from others, though. Error. I'm having problems with the program. Does that mean that I can do what I want? No, I simply can't access rewind menu. Well, that's too bad. What is going on? Thought I'd never find you. You shouldn't have followed me. Small talk, how'd you get here? Got lost in your house? There's no way of buying that. Anyway, we need a plan. Not gonna sit around and wait until the bears use us for crappy taxidermy. The bears? What are you talking about? Were you captured by them too? Excuse me? I just got here. No clue what you're talking about. Anyhow, you really need to follow. Do you even have any weapons on you at all? Only books. Seth is against violence. Sorry for being a bird. Well, there is nothing we can do about it now. Well, there's a high probability of an oracle who has taken physical form appearing in this dimension. Such an occurrence happens once in several millenniums. They are equal to gods. In short, they are entities capable of creating small universes. I won't go into details for now. It's not like your puny brain will comprehend it all. They sound like fun. What's this? Security drone, presumably. It seems broken. Right, I can't access the security. Opening the boxes is meaningless. Found a joke. You can't shoot us all, no, but I can shoot you. Okay, enough with the creepy laughter there. Jeez. What the... So... I mean, it said opening the boxes is meaningless, right? Okay. All of ignorance. Assuming I don't want to get touched. How do we end up here? I feel sick from this illogical bullshit. What the hell? Ugh, come on. Oh wait, hold on. Answer the questions. BGM change? See, you say that. Bait all drones deadly. Oh, good. Obtain black hole. Sure, why not? Question number 1. 2 plus 1 equals... Okay. There's a notebook that looks out of place. Yes, once upon a time there lived a tiny god. The tiny god created a tiny universe filled with tiny people. The tiny people created more tiny people and tiny things, engaged in tiny wars and became tiny piles of dust. Happy end. Less than 6 and more than 4. Okay, so that's the same. Okay, so we go back. Nope, come on. Go back, don't push me. derivative of e to the That's just unfair. The answer is 0. Turn 9 upside down. What number do you get? Okay, but like, what's the point of these questions? Okay. So, what is the point of this room? Wait, this box isn't moving. There we go. Actually, hold on. Let's save. Okay, open the door. Sure. Oh, hello. Eyes looking at me. Password required. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. But how do I know which order it was in? What? Oh God, what the No matter what you do, he'll end up dying here one way or another. The four-eyed person lets out a laugh. Stop making that face, it doesn't suit you. I'm a librarian, but you see, nobody comes to read anymore. Anyhow, there's no use crying over dead meat. Oof. I promised to look after him yet. Not all is lost, aside from this person's head, I guess. Don't hit me for that. What do you suggest I do then? Switch the channel, that's all. You'll see for yourself. Perhaps you'll get lucky enough to change history. Why should I trust you? I'm not telling you to do something unthinkable, am I? Besides, I'm quite knowledgeable about how this place works. Sorry, I'm enjoying myself too much. It's the first time I've talked to an actual person in years. The door's open. Aren't you in a hurry? Be careful if you meet the executioners on your way. They won't be nice like me. What the hell? I guess so? What the heck is going on with this? Okay. So... Hall of Knowledge. You? What kind of question is that? Of course it's me. I just got here. Glad you're safe and sound. Felix sighs. Is that so? Anyhow, you do not have to follow me. I pinch Felix's cheek. It's my duty to look after you, dummy. Don't underestimate me and my amazing caretaker skills. I thought you were going to scold me for running off. You came here for a reason, right? I won't scold you, just stay safe. You're acting weird. You're imagining things. Take my hand so that we won't get separated, okay? Absolutely unnecessary. No objections allowed, as Seth likes to say. The Tale of Ink Princess Part 2. The princess passed through the fields, admiring how fruitful they were, and the crops got soaked in ink. The princess swam in the sea, admiring how vast and clear it was, and all the fish died from pollution. Please leave these lands. Can't you see everything is dying? The peasants begged the princess. But the ink princess was deaf to their prayers, as her heart had been soaked in ink a long, long time ago. No matter where the ink princess went, she was always unwelcome. Okay, so that's 3 still. Once upon a time in a far, far away land filled with ink lived an ink princess. Every morning she put on a pitch-black ink dress and combed her black hair. After spending thousands of years dwelling in the vast ocean filled with nothing but ink, the princess decided to end her solitude. Thus, the ink princess set out on a journey. Thanks for earlier, it really did work, the switching the channel thing. May I ask, do I know you? You don't remember me? I believe it's the first time we've met. I must have mistaken you for someone I know. Is there a book you need to find? Perhaps it could be of assistance to my fellow bibliophiles. Is there a safe exit? It's a library. Is that so? Oh wait, did I go right past it? Yes, I did. Question 2, okay. Interesting. So instead of being like a maze in the last one, it seems to be just pretty straight ahead. Okay. One day she stepped into the paper kingdom. Every step the princess took stained the ground, leaving inerasable footprints. Everything she touched turned pitch black as if it was never white before. In order to protect the city at the cost of many, many lives, the citizens caught the ink princess and had her thrown in a paper white prison. It seems unfinished. Actually, Interesting. Some puzzles in order to open a door. What? This is filled with junk. Really? So... Huh. Dramatic snow effect. Doodles. I guess it's the same doodle regardless. Huh. Now, will there be a difference if I lift it? Huh. That was a massive waste of time. Okay, good job. Good job, me. Just totally blew that. Alright. Okay. Save. Whoa. Oh, I see what it's doing. Stupid of me. Switch the channel in. Then what should we do? Seth can rewind if I die before my expiration date. That's just stupid. Ah, crap. So, that way, that way, that way, that, yeah. 2, 3, 1. Oh, well. I guess so? Can I save? No. I guess so. What the hell is going on here? Space of gore? Oh, what? Ew. Flower Lady ignores us. Oh, that was... Oh. Gross. And entirely unnecessary. Beet is red, violets are blue. Flowers that tell lies of a bad memory. What the heck? Contents of the blue box. Black box. Yellow box. Alright, well, welcome to Next Day, Justus, who was recording this game right to the very end and did so, and for some reason my game footage dropped like the last 45 minutes of gameplay. So, I'm here to finish it, and hopefully actually get it recorded properly this time. So, I know you don't know the difference other than I'm wearing different clothes, but I thought I'd be straight with you and let you know, because, you know, that's just how things be. Yep, we're going to open that box, and then we're going to run. Before, like, meat gets us. Oh my gosh. Let's just save. I gotta save regularly, because, man, I do not... Some of this stuff is painful. And I want to make sure I don't screw it up. Alright, lady. Take this old-fashioned brooch. Alright, we have a pin attached. Okay, now we can go do that. And try not to touch these disgusting things while we're at it. Alright. Save. Doot, doot, doot. Stick a needle in its eye. Stick it. The eye bleeds. Fantastic. Such a wholesome, wonderful game. Filled with heartwarming moments to make you really feel good about yourself. Alright, let's see here. Put a friend unit one piece in the incinerator and push the on button. Let's put Felix in. Just kidding. Yet another cliche. I doubt there would be volunteers. And yes, indeed, it won't open. To pass forth, dispose of your friend unit. One piece. Alright. Doot to doot. We're gonna go in here. Gonna stab it in the eye, because that's just who we are now. Oh, and it's the maze. Right. Okay, so... Okay, one of us has to stay, yes. Choose who stays. So when I played it, I said Charlotte will stay, so that's what I'll do. And of course she tells Felix he won't be going alone, her puppeteer is going along. And I'm like, excuse me, what? Hush, just believe me, okay, I'll be fine. Do you know it's ridiculous? I do. But you're my friend, so I believe in you. That you'll come back and rescue me when I need you the most. That's very sweet of you, Charlotte. I can't, my raison d'etre is to watch over you. I believe in you. You're the best. I'm going to get fired, sad emoji. Who are you talking to? My puppeteer, of course. Once again, I do not think I quite follow. Don't worry, it's a friend. Alright, I'll be back. Just be careful. Take this, just in case. Received medical scissors from Felix. You know, in this game, that ain't gonna go well. Alright, off we go. Now I gotta try and get through this maze without getting wasted by these stupid, gross orb things. I totally don't remember what way I'm supposed to go. Oh my gosh, that was like so much easier than I thought it would be. Alright. Boop boop. Alright. Oh, what's wrong? I'm gonna go check on Charlotte. Alright. I love how, like, when she's talking to me, he's like, who are you talking to? And then, like, this time around, he's like, oh, where are you going? Hello there. Isn't it dangerous for a little girl to wander around here all alone? I'm waiting for my friends to come back to my side. Is that so? Well, it's a pity they won't make it back before you meet your death in 10 minutes. That'd be bad. Seth will get fired if I die without him by my side. Is that all there is to it? I don't want to cause anyone trouble. Well, well, aren't you a nice child? But Felix, will he be okay? I'm afraid he'll die shortly after. There is one way to save your friend, however. The masked man whispers something to Charlotte. Is that okay? Got it. Even though you disagree with my methods? It's the only way to save him, right? I'm too weak to do anything alone. The man pets Charlotte's head. Don't blame yourself for a single thing, child. Well then. You know, it's kind of interesting watching this, like, the second time. I will admit, so, I mean, I told you I already played this. But when I was playing it, I was really focused on playing because some of this stuff is tricky. Like, I died a couple of times in places. This game is very interesting, though. It's definitely a bit of a heady trip. And there goes one of my lights. That's just awesome sauce. Why'd you go out? Why? Seriously. Everything in this place is temperamental. Alright. Yeah, might as well go down to this door. We kind of just wander around. I'm only wasting time here. Guide me back. Sure, just a moment. The human body is such a fragile thing. I can't just apologize if I accidentally break it, can I? Well then, what do we have here? All this junk is no good. Scissors? Not bad, but not the best option either. Such a shame I'll get this pretty dress dirty. Hi, do you want to play hide and seek with me and my friends? You see, I'm really bored. That's right. Let's play a game. Boredom's the worst, isn't it? Open your eyes. Here come the scissors! Oof. Who is this person? What was I just have to switch the channel to make everything all right? Right? Hey. Dang. Don't make me a murderer. Man, this game goes hard, dude. Like, dang. Alright, we just gotta go back. Dude, dumb. Good thing I literally just saved. Totally knew that anyway, too. Stupid. Now I just gotta remember my way back. Oh. No. No, thank you. I said no, thank you. Come on. Come on, get out of there. You big, meaty... Oh, no, don't do that. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, 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 I think I'm going the right way? Yeah, Charlotte isn't here. There we go. Oh, that's... Damn, I don't think I noticed that last night. Hey, Charlotte. What you doing? Felix, Seth, here you are. Good thing you're safe and sound. Are you hurt anywhere? And what in the world are you stuffing into the incinerator? We know. The blood isn't mine. While you were away, I figured I'd stuff the meat chunks we saw earlier in here. Is that so? Are you all right? Yeah, sorry for worrying you. Jeez, I was worried about you, but here you are, covered in blood and more obnoxiously cheerful than ever. Well, sorry about that. Wait, you were worried about me? That's something new. You make it sound like I'm a jerk. Well, thank you for trusting me, Seth. You are truly my friend. I am a puppeteer, not a friend. Yeah, I got it. Then you're the best puppeteer ever. Let's go, everyone. Interesting, this game, like, it casts you as this puppeteer and really, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's that whole meta thing where, yes, as a player, I am literally treating these people as puppets. And, yeah, it's just interesting, that fourth wall break. Hey, are you really alright? You're spacing out. It's nothing. Liar. Fine. You don't have to tell me what happened. Here, take my hand. Yeah, take his hand. She's shaking. Poor Charlotte. Let's go in. Right. Okay. I think that's just the main lobby where I came in, so I think it's just this one I go into. Hey, Felix. Yes? Can you tell me more about what we're looking for? I know I'm not as smart as you, but I'll try to understand. Well, all I know is that the people here are called Pythias, who were created by an oracle, whom they call their god. At least, used to. Pythias are extremely powerful. They can alter reality to their will, which most likely resulted in different dimensions being created. From what I've gathered, every species perceived them differently. Otherwise, they wouldn't look so human? Right, to you. The last time I visited, there were much more of them, yet we barely met anyone on our way. This place is a mess. It wasn't supposed to be like this. Perhaps something bad happened. Like me. Save. Contamination warning. Organic tissue ahead. Oh yeah. Lots of organic tissue. Whole bunch of dead Pythias. Or Pythias? Pythias? Okay, what's this? Slaughterhouse 1. Enjoy the vacation with style. Bow saw. It's always here when you need it the most. Comes with 2 blades. Cool. We're not taking that. A weapon would come in handy, though. Not when you don't know how to use it. Well, you do have a point. I have the worst marks in gym class. Ways to find out if your neighbor is possessed by God. Shoot him and see what happens. She is us. We are her. Weird these random like save spots, but okay. There's no one in these rooms, only the corpses. So basically like these... Okay, we skip you. The door won't open. Do. Slaughterhouse 4. Okay, I actually know this code, hold on. At least I think I do. There we go. When you go into the other buildings, the rooms are shaped like numbers, and that's kind of how you grab those. Get one today for free. Executioner Mask puts the cute into execute. An absolute must-have for all ladies and gentlemen. How do I look? Rather menacing. So, the dude that ran into us earlier clearly was wearing one of these masks. And clearly enabled us to... I better save. Hold on. Clearly enlisted us to kill that being that showed up. Because these are all executioners in here. Okay, stack of notes on the table. So 837529. Obtained a note. I don't think there was anything else I can do in here. Okay, 8, 3, 7, 5, 2, 9. There we go. Feeling oppressed? Your life is a wreck? You did nothing wrong. Get your revenge by joining the God Hunt today. Sign up for the God Hunt by calling us. Become an executioner today. Everyone is born to execute. Christmas morning, you will be happier with a shotgun. An all-family adventure God hunt. I mean, really, buy our air-powered guns for an unforgettable fun experience. Weissman Gun, barrels of fun. When you can't sleep, don't count sheep, count on your chainsaw. Fight for equality. I think I heard something. Right now, we are the executioners. Yeah, let's open the door. What's in here? One of the dismembered bodies is moving. She's still alive. Well, well, hello, dear executioners. You're so tiny, yet you're the ones who came to end the life of our last child? How ironic. Come forth and swing your blade. Don't make us wait any longer. I'm very sorry, but we won't harm you in any way. You won't? How come? Well, for starters, we're not ones of your kind. We take off our masks. The girl extends her weak hands to my face. Just 2 eyes. You are merely a traveler. Am I missing something? Hush! We are speaking to a real oracle, the creator of all that exists in this universe. This body is just a dying vessel. It's an honor to meet you. You seem to be a good child. We believe we've known your parent once. The girl coughs up blood. You should leave these lands, for we do not have much time left. What about this girl? She can no longer be saved. But we wish to be with our children until the very end. But there are only corpses. We should leave, Charlotte. Right. Will we meet again? Seek and you shall find. So that's how they portray oracles here. She's beautiful. Just for your information, oracles do not have a physical form nor a gender. The one depicted here is no more than a young Pythian priestess, who looks just a little bit like you, Charlotte. What's the sign say? Television room. Of course. All right. Let's go. Somehow, I have a feeling it'll be the last channel we visit. Well, it might be not far from the truth. Well then, let's go. I feel like I have to apologize. For what? Many things. Running away, putting you in danger, making you come here. I found what I was looking for, yet I feel no satisfaction at all. I didn't have the slightest idea of what happened in this place. I still don't. I thought Uncle would recognize my achievements if I wrote a paper on the oracles, a phenomenal entity. Yet, this oracle and their universe reek of death. I was 20 billion years too late. You must be thinking how meaningless this journey was. Feel free to laugh at me. Well, we're going to give him a hug. It's okay. Please stop blaming yourself. Isn't everything in our life pretty much meaningless? We're so tiny, aren't we? Like worms or maggots even. Yet, we consider ourselves important and do everything to benefit ourselves. Isn't that what's laughable? Besides, I like going on adventures with you. For me, it's like being with a friend. Pfft. What's up with that pseudo-intellectual monologue? Don't try to seem smarter than you are, human maggot. Aren't we already friends? If you say so. What are we waiting for? Let's go in. Applause, applause. Welcome, welcome, dear guests. We were waiting for you. Now we can finally have a talk. Well then, did you enjoy the show? Was it not to your liking? The show? Well, of course, all of the worlds you visited. There used to be an infinite number of channels, you know. Now, they've turned into mere recordings of their past glory. If I may ask, what happened to this world? Many, many things. A long time ago, we used to be called a god, although we never were one. Our own children raised a knife against us. We used to have 1,000 hands, yet they've cut all of them off, and now we are powerless. We used to observe the world with billions of eyes, yet they gouged out every single one, and now we are blind. We used to walk in leaps and bounds through the worlds we'd created, yet we can no longer take a single step as our legs were taken away. The creations we dearly loved, regardless of their deeds, destroyed themselves, and now we are alone. Yet we forgave them for their sin, and we forgive you. You see, the universe we've created is dying. Nothing exists anymore. All we can do is indulge in the memories of the past, no matter how distorted they are. Soon we will fall apart. So will this land and those walking on it. That would be troubling. We absolutely have to return home by tomorrow's morning. Well, there is a way, human child. Do you wish to try? Well, I mean, what choice do I have? Sure. Input error. What do I have to do? Put your hands on the screen, would you? Are you sure about this? Well, there's no other way we can leave. Didn't you hear the oracle? You wouldn't have listened to me either way, would you? Even though I don't want to cause trouble for anyone, in the end, I'm quite a troublesome person, aren't I? I put my hands on the screen. The oracle, no, the god of this world, puts their palms to match mine on the other side of the screen. I can only vaguely remember what happened next. I accepted the god into my heart, and we walked home, hand in hand. Everything that I was became her, and everything that she was became a part of me. Together, we said goodnight to the dying world. All the life, the planets, the stars, the black holes, even the atoms have ceased to exist. One by one, the channels switched off. The oracle used my body as a vessel and used up all the remaining power she had to bring us home. Thanks to that, we were able to make it back home safely. While we were away, not a second passed in our world. That was quite a story, my dear. To personally meet an oracle, even a dying one, what great luck you've run into. Well, who would have known? Do you always have to wear this creepy mask when you see me? I know you're using Father's body as a container to talk to me anyway. Easy with the tongue, dear. I thought it would be inconsiderate of me to have a chat with you while using someone you know as a vessel, but if you insist. The umbrella man takes off his mask. Better now? Yep, much better. Your eyes have such a pretty color. Say, Umbrella Man. Do you happen to know the person I met in the TV world? Why are you so sure there was anyone there at all? Well, that's because I committed an unimaginable sin, yet I only vaguely remember it, as if I watched it from the side. Your naivety never ceases to amuse me. Of course we had to edit your source code shortly after you came back. I can't tell her the truth, can I? You're talking as if we're in a video game. Most of the worlds are code-based, my dear. As you say. But why would you do that? Those memories were unnecessary. Remember, we do not want you to fail your education program. It's already messed up enough with an oracle becoming a part of you. I'm sure Mr. Seth will be greatly upset if you two go around causing havoc when he isn't looking. We both know I'm not like that, sir. By the way, I'm rather surprised that you were able to contain a godlike entity without all of your life-supporting systems collapsing. Probably she was too weakened to do that much damage to my body. What has become of them now? She's still sleeping. I wish we had talked more. Even after seeing her memories, I still don't know much about her. The oracles, what exactly are they, really? One could compare them to stars. Reaching the end of their lives, they gradually lose all their power and become infantile white dwarfs. Think for yourself. Would a god capable of creating new life from zero care for such insignificant beings like you? Aren't you talking to me right now? Good one. Well, isn't that great that you've met a new friend? Now, take your pills and go to sleep. Wouldn't want you to nod off in your lessons, although they only postpone your unemployment status. Thanks for finding an hour to spend with me. Good night, Mr. Umbrella Man. Good night, little Charlotte. Received pills. Okay, I guess I gotta go behind. I'm off to sleep then. Sleep well. Okay, nothing else new. Gotta take the pills first. Stuff. Pills. This was something interesting. So, now that I've returned and taken the pills, what this was once like this all-white world without details and everything else suddenly... Dear Charlotte, I'll be home late. Call 800 blah 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 to order food from Junkies. So, different place. Tableware, flowers. It's warm by the fireplace. Flowers, tableware, okay. The door leads to the basement, but clearly I'm not allowed to go down there right now. I'm too sleepy to wander around. Let's sleep, Seth. I mean, you say that, but I kind of want to explore a little bit because the whole world's like different. Okay, nothing different there. Interesting, because I wondered if, like, with the change of the building, if it would be, there'd be different books, but I guess not. Okay, well, I guess it's bedtime. Interesting, though. No screens. And a teddy bear. And look, my kitty is actually a kitty. Not a maggot. Blech. Blech. Okay, bed it is. Sleep? Sure. I wonder if I'll see space fish in my dreams. Good night, Charlotte. Good night, Felix. Good night, Umbrella Man and Oracle. Good night, Guardian Angel who watches over me. And that's the end. So, like I said, last night when I was playing this, I was like really just absorbed in playing the game. And so even when I was done, and like honestly, because I messed around and didn't know what I was doing and everything else, it took me like almost 3 hours to get through this, which is funny because when you look it up on like how long to beat, that people are like, oh, 45 minutes, no problem. I was like, man, I am such an inadequate gamer. Anyway, I do definitely understand what people were saying about the whole Evangelion vibes. And I mean, there's still a lot really unexplained. Like, there's still a lot of weird sort of abstract stuff. And the ending is kind of interesting to me because it really does sort of suggest this idea that perhaps things were in her head, or, you know, that the world has somehow different because of her interaction with the Oracle. Like I said, because the house actually looks different and has all this detail and everything else. It's not just stripped down to like white. But all in all, I did enjoy this game. I will admit, yes, it frustrated me sometimes, but that's probably just because I suck. But I definitely want to check out the other episodes. I think it could be very interesting, and I'm very curious to see where this goes, because there's just seems like there's so much more story to be told, yet it, you know, none of those details are filled in this first episode. So, in any case, let me know what you think in the comments down below. You know, obviously this one has some elements of horror and stuff like that to it, but I'm finding it really interesting to play these RPG Maker type games and just see how different people create, like, different stories, different atmospheres. Like, this one was kind of cool how it was so stripped down in some areas, and then in other areas there was a lot going on. I loved the sort of like penciled artwork and stuff. It was really cool, and this, I guess, was the developer's first game that they ever did. And you can see kind of some rough edges, but in the same way it actually, I feel, adds to the charm of it. So anyway, really cool. If you know of some other like obscure titles that are like this, that are like kind of weird and trippy, I mean, I know there's like Yume Nikki, which I do have and I am going to play. I'm actually really curious to play that because I read the novelization of that game, and the novel was a head case right from the go too. So let me know about those things down in the comments down below. In any case, thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Till then, bye-bye for now.